Hello everyone and welcome back to grammar class. In today's video, we're going to talk about similes. Well, you might be wondering what similes are. In fact, you probably already used similes without realizing it. Similes are actually a way of comparing two things. Similes are a way of comparing things using the words like or as. If there's a comparison that uses the words like or as, then you know that that comparison is a simile. If you want to describe things by comparing them to other things, instead of saying it is big, you could say as big as an elephant. Instead of saying he runs fast, you could say he runs like the wind. So, similes always have these two words as or like in their sentences. Now let's look at the first example of a simile. The water is as blue as the sky. The water is being compared to the sky. The word as is the clue that lets the reader know this is a simile. The quality being compared is the color. Now let's have a look at some more examples of similes. As quick as lightning. He is as quick as lightning. Here we don't need to explain that he is fast because we picture lightning which we know is really quick. Note this, the use of the word as is this simile. Another example of a simile is as cunning as a fox. Well, a fox is supposed to be a cunning animal, so if you find your friend or someone else is really cunning, you can compare that person by saying, he is as cunning as a fox. She is as cunning as a fox. Another simile, as fresh as a daisy. Daisy is a beautiful flower that looks very fresh. So if you find someone looking nice and fresh, you can compare her to a daisy. She is as fresh as a daisy. As busy as a bee. If someone is always busy, you can compare that person to a bee because bees are always busy collecting nectar from flowers without rest. He is as busy as a bee. Our next simile is as proud as a peacock. As proud as a peacock is a saying that is used to mean a vain or self-centered person. A peacock is thought to have a very high opinion of oneself with its colorful tail that can be expanded like a fan, which has long symbolized vanity and pride. Thus, someone filled or showing excessive self-esteem is compared to a peacock. Here are a list of examples from page 89, which I hope you find useful. As cute as a kitten, as busy as a bee, as bright as the moon, as clear as crystal, as proud as a peacock, as slow as a snail, as cunning as a fox, as fit like a glove, as fresh as a daisy, to drink like a fish, as green as grass, as solid as a rock, as sick as a dog, as pretty as a picture, as timid as a rabbit, to sleep like a log, as light as a feather, as cool as a cucumber, as soft as silk, as cold as ice, as good as gold, as sweet as honey, as flat as a pancake, as quiet as a mouse, to cry like a baby, to fight like cats and dogs, as black as coal, as wise as an owl, as free as a bird, as red as a tomato, as yellow as the sun, as old as the hills, as quick as lightning, as hard as nails. Now let's do the work on page 90 of your textbook. You may do this in your textbook. As soft as a silk, as blind as a bat, as clear as crystal, as cool as a cucumber, as proud as a peacock, as light as a feather, as mad as a hatter, as large as a house, as innocent as lamb, as bright as a blue whale, as sticky as gum, as happy as a lark, as high as a kite, as cunning as a fox, as hard as a nail, as straight as an arrow, as tall as a giraffe, as cunning as a fox, as thin as a needle, as slippery as an eel.